Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you can hear me today. It's midday. I took a late walk this morning and I'm just now getting into the garage. I'm not in the garden, but I am doing gardening things. I'm just doing them in the garage. I have my fan going, so I really hope you guys can hear me. I'm a sweaty mess, so I need the fan. I'm going to check it in just a minute to make sure that you all can hear me. I hope that you can. But I'm in the garage today because I've been going through each and every room of my house and taking a look at the things that I have acquired over my adulthood. And I don't know if you all know this, but I downsized. I sold my house that I had when I originally lived in South Texas in early 2016. And I've been moving around overseas, back to the United States. And I lived in a rental property when I came back to the United States. And it was a smaller footprint than what I currently live in. I did that because I wanted to downsize from my original residence. As I get older, I had a two-story. I no longer wanted a two-story. I was looking at what would my needs be going forward in life. I didn't anticipate that I would have uh, knee problems, back problems, different problems that have crept up over time. Feeling much better. Knees are not 100%, but they are much better. No pain there. Back pain tremendously has been reduced. All the things. And so when I moved back to South Texas, where I am now, I had a house full of boxes. Every room had boxes in it. And so I've been systematically taking those boxes out, putting those things up, giving things away, putting things in the trash. And I'm at that point again. I think I have all the major pieces that I want to keep. And now I am going through the rooms and I'm saying, does this still feel like something that I want to keep? Is it something that I'm cherishing? Is it something that I can let go? Have I outgrown this thing? Is this my color palette that I want to have? With me helping my neighbor going through her garage, one thing I learned about myself in that process is that if I've got things I haven't touched in 2, 3, 4 years or longer, do I really need it? Why am I keeping it? What's causing me to hold on to that thing? And so I have been going through my house for quite a while now. And with the cleaning out of every box, I literally have one box left in the garage, but everything else, all the boxes have been gone through, all the things have been dealt with. And so as I'm sitting in the garage, I had stuff on the floor. I don't know if you all remember seeing that. When I bring in soil, I normally take it from the car. If I can't get it to the backyard immediately, I'll set it either right in front of the trash bins or I'll bring it right at the edge of the garage. And that's where I'll sit it until I can move it or get it moved to where I need it to go. Well, I had a huge ladder sitting right there, and I had a bunch of garden stuff in the garage. And as you all know, I did have a shed built. I moved almost all of the gardening stuff out of the garage and into the shed. And I say almost because I have grass at the front, and I use the word grass loosely, but I have a lawnmower up here that I use just for that purpose of cutting down the dead grass. And I have a blower, things that I need to manage the front yard. That way I'm not traipsing back and forth. Getting steps, of course, that's always a plus, but those things need to live up here. So they're in the garage. So I began to hang things up on the walls, reinforcing things, um, just getting things up off the floor. I still have, you all probably don't know, but if you do, a year ago, my last dog passed away. She had a heart attack. As I was driving her to the vet, she passed away in the car. And so I have yet to be able to get rid of her things. I've been able to take the vast majority of her things out of the house. her toys, her kennel, and all that stuff, and it's in the garage. But I have yet to be able to take it and get rid of it. I don't know if I want to have another dog. I've been a four-legged dog mom for, I want to say, ever since 2003. My spouse thought it would be a good idea to have a dog and give me something else to do, uh, besides take care of the house and the two-legged people. And so we ended up with numerous dogs over the years. Um, and she was my last one. So I don't know whether or not I want that. And I say that because as you age, there is scientific proof that having a pet prolongs your life as you get older. I don't have children in the home, and so sometimes you need or want that. And so I haven't gotten rid of her stuff. So her stuff is still sitting next to the outdoor greenhouse, which is right here. And I've gotten a bunch of stuff off of the ground. Again, do have gardening stuff. Over on the opposite side over here, I did put some shelving because I did downsize and I have been acquiring things as I grow older. I have stuff over there that I cannot put in my house. I have cookware. Actually, it's called stoneware. Many years ago, when I first got married, I sold Pampered Chef, and I have a lot of stoneware. And so I don't want to get rid of that because I do use it sometimes, not as often as I used to. Again, don't have little people in the house, not baking, but I do want to keep it because during the holidays, I may make a small bundt cake or a large bundt cake or muffins or, things like that. So I have shelving units that I put over on that side of the garage. I have gone through each and every one of those shelves and I have cleaned them up. And since I don't have a lot of room for storage inside the house, I also use these storage shelving for things that I get that are overflow for me, like paper towels, toilet paper. I keep my canning supplies on the shelves, my jars, stuff. And so that's what I have over there. That stuff has all been organized. I will go through it one more time because I did buy some more jars several months ago for canning. And so I want to keep all of that in one area. And of course, my tools. I'm a tools kind of girl. I have my drills and all the things, my saws and stuff. And so all of that is over there because I do a lot of things that require tools. And so that's on the shelf, as well as my canning supplies as far as my canners. I've got three canners, two pressure canners of different sizes, and one huge water bath canner, which is basically just a stock pot that I got from the restaurant supply store. I think it's a 24-quart stock pot, and I bought some bits and bobs, some lifters to put inside of it. So all of that's over there. So back behind me, this is my car cabinet. Everything car related as far as cleaning the car. I also have paint supplies because I do paint different things. So all of that is in here. And then I have one more cabinet over on that side, which has a lot of glassware. And that's what this video is going to be about. I keep glassware, very little plastic, but a couple of plastic things. I have some plastic jugs of things that I bought from the store. I buy lots of Himalayan pink salt for canning and using in the kitchen as well as using around the garden. And so jars like this is what we're going to be using today. And so I am systematically organizing the garage. And because I'm doing that, we're going to be taking these today. And we're also going to be taking, you can see a bag right there. I have my seeds that I've been saving ever since last year, all of this year. If I've taken a plant that's gone to seed, I'm saving the seeds. So now it's time to get them out of those paper bags and put them somewhere where they're not going to spill over. I will know what it is, hopefully, and I can readily get to it. And I can actually bring this in the house without the idea or the feeling that there could be bugs in it. And so I'm going to take all of those seeds and get them put in these containers. I have a bunch of them at my feet, which is what you all heard fall over. But that's what I'm doing today. I have already cleaned the bags that I had down here. Those seeds have all been gone through and put away properly. I have one bag left over here that has seeds in it. I even have seeds that I've been collecting from this year, flower seeds, in my greenhouse. My greenhouse is ready to be used for next month. Next month is December. I'll be starting my spring plants in here. Can you believe it? It's sunny outside. I think it's like 80 degrees, between 70 and 80 degrees today. And I'm talking about what I'm going to be planting here next month for the spring. My goodness, where does time go? So that's what I'm doing today. So I know that was very long winded, but y'all, let's get into it. Because if you were like me and you're saving seeds, you need to save them to where they're not being lost. And what the reason why I'm doing this today is because I had taken my mustard seeds, no, my collard seeds, and I was sitting right here on my little chair, and I was taking them out of the paper bag. And because they had been in that paper bag for a while, I'd used that paper bag for a while, the seeds began to fall through the bottom of the paper bag. Thank goodness I had some bubble wrap right here, and I could collect them and put them in what I was using to take them outside and sow them. If not, I would have lost those seeds. And so we need to make sure we're not losing our seeds. So when I say to keep certain things, again, this may not be for you. I hear this regularly. Oh, that's stuff I don't have space for. I don't like how that looks. Then this is not for you. If this might not be what you need to do to save your seeds. But for me, since I had these, I'm going to recycle them and use them for seeds. So let's get started. For those of you all who are not quite certain whether or not harvesting happens over here, because I don't always show you what's going on. And I do apologize. I look like a horrible mess. But you know what? It's not about how I look, it's about what's going on. Um, I have been working out. And sometimes when you're working out, for me, I don't have on a full face of makeup. My hair is all over the place. But that is not what this is about. It's about the content of what I'm trying to show you. So, I do harvest, and this is a paper bag that is full. It is full all the way to here of lady cream peas. I have to shell all of these peas and get them in this container. And so that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to, the four bags that are around my feet are bags that I did not process, meaning all I did was harvest and put stuff in the bag and let it sit. These bags were up there. As you can see, the bag is missing. These four bags were up there. I have mustard seeds. I have a bag that y'all, I think this is collard, but in all honesty, I do not remember. And you've got to label. I don't know what happened. I grabbed a bag and I put seeds in here, and there is no writing on this bag. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is mustard. I don't know if this is collard. All I know is this is a brassica. It is one of the two. I'm really hoping that this is mustard, but y'all, I don't know. I could just kick myself in the hind parts. All the other bags have writing. I know what it is, but this one, I was slipping, and I really need collard seeds because I am out of store-bought collard seeds. Okay, so let's hope this is collard, but I need to process these. I need to go through here and rub all of the seed pods. You can actually hear it. You can hear the seeds rolling through. But what I found in the last bag was seeds were falling through the bottom onto what I have sitting right here. And I was able to catch those seeds and get them and put them out in the garden. But those seeds didn't germinate. I've got like maybe 1 or 2 collard plants, and that's not enough. So I really need collard. So I'm really hoping this is collard. So what I need to do, and you all have seen that, I will attach that video of me going through and processing these seeds. Now the bags over there, those have been processed. They just need to be dumped. Well, you know what? Let me stop lying. Because if memory serves me correctly, that's why that bag is shoved over in the corner. Because I had reached my end and I was tired for the day and I didn't process those either. So let me grab that bag and let's see. Because that bag has multiple things in it. I keep my bags over here in the corner, labeled bags. They are empty, but I have a bag over here that is not empty. Let's see if I can grab it. No, I'm gonna have to get up. Hold on a minute, y'all. The bag was tearing up and I did not want to lose anything. And so I've been collecting seeds. I've got seeds sitting right here at my left that need to go in this bag right here. This is my devil's trumpet. All of those are devil's trumpet pods. And so seed pods. And I was out there clearing up, cleaning up, and cutting back my devil's trumpet. And it is growing back. It has come back. It's giving me a second flush. Uh-oh. And so I was cutting seed pods and I just set them right here for the time being because I did not want to dig around in that corner. And we're going to toss that right there. And I was just collecting the seed pods. And so they need to go in this bag because I don't want, and they're very pokey. If you know anything about devil's trumpet, this is white, the white flower that the flowers reach up versus angel trumpet, they reach down or they turn down. This one turns up. And so the seed pods are extremely pokey. I describe them like hypodermic needles. Those jokers will poke you. Hold on, let me grab this one. Can you all see how pokey that is? You all probably can't see it. That's really pokey. I'm going to have to change the filter on the camera. Let me do that because I want you all to see how pokey that is. Okay, everybody, can you all see how pokey that is? That is horrible to get stuck in your finger. And it gets stuck in my glove all the time. So I've got a bucket over there. And I need to get rid of all of the stuff that's sitting here. There might be 1 or 2 seeds up here that could go in this bag. But I have a bag of seed pods. And the reason why I put the seed pods for this in here like that, because they're pokey. And it's not difficult to get them out. It's just time consuming because they're pokey. And so I'm just collecting the seeds from off of the top of, I've got actually what's right here are 2 toilet seat, brand new toilet seat tops. The toilet seats, I replaced my toilet seats in my toilets in my house about a year, maybe 2 years ago. Because as you get older, sometimes you need, or if you have people in your home that are senior citizens, I bought chair height toilets and replaced the toilets in my house. If you've got back problems, chair height toilets are, in my opinion, a lot better for you if you can afford them. They do have them on sale at the big box store. So I've got the toilet seats right here. I had Habitat for Humanity come and pick up a bunch of stuff, and I forgot to grab the toilet seats and put them out there. So I've got to drop these off to Habitat for Humanity. I do try to give as much as I can to different organizations that can help others and not look for you always to purchase stuff because not everybody has money or a lot to spend. And so these are the angel trumpets, a whole bag of those. And so I'll put these down here. I collected a whole bag of zinnias. This one is I think this is the pink one. And does not have writing on that either. I want to say that's pink. And then inside of my greenhouse, I have a bag, a much bigger bag. Yeah, these are the white ones. And it says on there, white. So these are the ones that I want to keep. These are the white ones. The pink ones or the magenta ones, those are the ones that will go in the back of the garden. And that's these. These are the magenta ones. There was a mistake made in the packet of zinnia flowers, and they put a zinnia seed in a packet of white. And I had one zinnia flower growing up there. So that's why that's here. But in the bag, I know I'm a little scatterbrained everywhere, y'all. I know. In the bag that I took from over there, these are mixed sunflowers. Actually, no, these are not sunflowers. These are Mexican sunflowers. Oh, it didn't say mixed, it said Mexican. That's what I get for hyphenating. And I'm like, wait a minute. These are all Mexican sunflowers. So these will need to go in something as well. I'm going to lay those right there for right now. These are cannelloni beans. I need to shell all of these. I did harvest the cannellonis. I think I'm saying that right. Cannellini beans. I need to shell all of those because those have not been shelled. Y'all, I have not been doing my job. I've just been harvesting stuff and leaving it in the corner. This is a lot of Paris Island lettuce. A lot of lettuce seeds in here. Don't know if y'all can see that. This is Paris Island lettuce. And one last bag. This says, oh, gooseberries. Ugh. This is a bag of gooseberries. I don't need anybody's gooseberries, y'all. Once you have gooseberries in your garden, you always have gooseberries in your garden. And so this is a half a bag of gooseberry seeds or gooseberries. Don't know if y'all can see that, but that's what this is. And so I'm going to sit here, shell the beans, and go through the mustard seeds, get them out of their pods, and then I'll be able to put them in the containers. I thought I had done that, but I did not. So let's do that, and then I'll be right back because y'all have already seen that. And like I said, I'll put that video up either here or here so you can see me go through this same process that I'm getting ready to do without you. So I'll be back in what you'll think is a minute. Now, this process of me gathering up the seeds and getting them out of the seed pods went a lot faster than the last time. Diva Jones from Diva Jones 03 sent me a message the last time I did this, and she gave me some tips. So I used those tips. Thank you, ma'am, if you're watching. And I went through the turnip with the mustard green pods a whole lot faster. So I think these are mustard greens. And so I do still have some shaft in here, seed pods, as well as maybe one or two of the branches, tiny little branches. I'm not worried about any of that because when I sow these seeds, those things, if they happen to get into the bed, will be nothing more than fertilizer. It'll break down and it'll help to enrich my soil. And so I'm not concerned. I'm trying to pick this up off the ground, y'all. I just dropped it on the ground. That stuff will enrich my soil, so I'm not concerned about that at all. So I do apologize for bending out of the shot. So I think these are collards. I'm going to write on here, collard, question mark, and I'm just going to pour them in the container. That way, none of the seeds get stuck in the creases at the bottom of the bag, because that happens for me. You get seeds stuck in the creases. Now, what I generally do is when that happens, I'll just take the whole bag outside and just dump it where I want the seeds to go. And there's still seeds in the creases. That's the only thing I don't like about saving in paper bags is stuff gets caught in the creases, y'all. And I like to keep shaking it. And if I hear anything rattling, if anything is continuing to rattle, I go ahead on and I still hear something. I hear at least one still rattling. I keep shaking it, dumping it until I don't hear that anymore. I still hear something. Okay. Something got in my eye. Woo! I think that one is empty. I don't hear or see anything. So that is that. And I'm going to put the top on here. And I'm going to write on here mustard, maybe, because I don't know. No, that's not right. Hello, collard. I'm already messing up. And I will take a cling wrap and cover the top of this so that it kind of seals it a little bit more and maybe give it a little bit of air tightness. And I'll do that when I get in the house. But I'll put some cling wrap on top of that. And again, you can see some of the bits and pieces, but there are tons of seeds in there. I don't know if you all can see them, but there are seeds along the bottom, the little black specks. Those are seeds. And so that is the collard. And we're going to put this bag over in the corner because we're done with that one. Now I've got and this had some, oh, it smells lovely. I had some citrus in here. I had dried some citrus and used it. And so I'm going to reuse this. I don't need this for citrus anymore. So this bag has red mustard. Can y'all hear that? And so I'm going to actually put this one on the ground and see about pouring it in there without holding it because it's got a whole lot of spider webs on the bottom of that bag and I just don't want to touch it. Not on the bottom. So let's look down and pour those in that bucket. So I'm just going to go ahead on and pour this in and hopefully get it in the container and not all over the floor. I don't want to lose my seeds. I'm trying to get them in there. I'm slowly shaking it. There we go. I have a lot more debris in this bag, so it doesn't want to actually pour out. And I'm going slowly because I don't want to lose my seeds. As you can see, I'm not doing this very well. There we go. Slow and steady. I do have the fan on, so I'm also trying to be careful. I don't want the fan to blow and blow everything all over the place. Okay. And there are a lot of seeds in here. And this is the mix of red and brown mustard. There we go. Hope I'm not losing too many seeds. I can still hear them rolling around. And as I shake the bag, of course, they're in the creases. Like I always say, you get stuff in the creases. So let's try this again. Again, trying not to lose too many seeds if I can help it. There's still some rolling around in the creases, y'all. Trying to get it out. Because seeds are like money. That's what Lady Cheryl says. And I wholeheartedly agree. Seeds cost a lot of money. And every year, the seed packet goes up in price. Look at your seed packets that you bought from last year. And look at your seed packets that you bought from this year. And you will see a difference in the price. Inflation happens all the time, but sometimes I think for the amount of seeds you get, it doesn't always add up. You know, there are companies online, they'll give you 5 seeds and you spend $4. You get 25 seeds and you spend $7. And I'm sure you're fully aware of the companies that I'm talking about. I still hear one more thing rattling around, y'all, and I'm trying to get this last little seed. There we go. Now I am ultimately going to have some seeds on the ground because I do see a few that have fallen out. But these are red and brown mustard. So let me get the top, and then I will put some in here. This is going to be the turnip. So let me get the top, and let's write on here before I forget. This is red and brown mustard. So we're writing red and brown mustard. All right, we are cooking with Crisco now, y'all. We are cooking with Crisco now. Okay. And so this one is going to be the turnip seeds. So we're going to do the same process. Shake them out slowly. I don't want to lose too many. There's some that might ultimately pop out onto the ground, but I do not want to lose more than I get a chance to save, because that would defeat the purpose of me harvesting my own seed. All right. There's still some in here, a great deal in here. We're going to shake that bag. Get all we can out the crevice. Let's try again. Let's give it a little shake. Try to get it out. And I still hear a significant amount of seeds, so we're going to do that again. And you do this as many times as you need to get those seeds out the bottom of that bag, because like I've been mentioning, the bag has creases and crevices. You need to get those seeds out of there. Let me see if I can hear. Oh yeah, I still have a lot in here, y'all. I mean, good grief. The crevices was holding on in this bag. As I pat it, it's falling out the creases. All right, let's try this again. Y'all see how much came out of there? I am not trying to leave any seed left behind. No seeds left behind, y'all. And I do apologize for all the noise. I'm trying to get those seeds out of the crevice at the bottom of this bag. Let's see, one last time. One last time. And I'm banging it. I'm hitting it, y'all. There we go. And I think that is all. That's it. That's all. So I'm going to fold these bags down, because these bags can be used. Maybe not this one. This one has a hole in the bottom. That one's going to go in the trash. Any of them that have a hole in the bottom or that's leaking from anywhere, get rid of it, because you can get bags from the grocery store. There are a lot of bags now, a lot of grocery stores nowadays that will give you a paper bag versus a plastic bag. You just have to ask them. And some of them are free. Some of them will charge you for the bag, but some of them will give you the bag for free. So let's move on. Now, we do not want to forget what seeds these are. So we want to write on here turnip seeds. Okay. I don't know what that was. These are my turnip greens. They give a bottom and a top. So that's what I have in here. Don't know if you all can see the little specks, but I've got plenty of turnip seeds in there that I want to keep. So that's a harvest of turnip greens. That's a harvest of red and brown mustard greens. That is a harvest of maybe collard greens, maybe fingers crossed. I'm going to take these outside. I'm going to sow some of these today. I probably will not take you all along with me. Now, what I have, let's see, there's 3 jars. I've got 2, 4, 5 more jars or jugs left. And I have 2 packs or 2 bags. I have, oh no, I have more. These are lady cream peas, gooseberries, cannellini beans, and Paris Island lettuce. Now think I don't think I need to put the lettuce in there. I think the lettuce is small enough that I can put inside of a little bitty three by three plastic bag. So I will take care of this lettuce. Well, I'll see where I'm gonna put that lettuce, but I am gonna put the gooseberries in here. I don't need any gooseberries, y'all. I really don't. I really don't. I want to use the smallest one I have. This is 1.3. That's kilograms. That's 2.5 ounces. I'm sorry, 2.5 pounds. This one is a 5 pound. So I will use the smallest one I have, which is this one, because this one is 3 pounds. So I will put the gooseberries in the smallest one and get them out of this bag. I do not sow any more gooseberries because, like I mentioned, once you have gooseberries, you always have gooseberries. So I'm just going to pour them in this container like that. There we go. A couple more in there. And in all honesty, these could very well be no good. I don't know. But gooseberries, like I said, I'll say it time and time again. You have one gooseberry, you have a million gooseberries. They come up every year and they just seem to go everywhere. They travel around the garden. You put them in one area and they end up somewhere else. Now this bag has a hole in it, so we're not going to keep this bag. I'm going to put this bag over there because that's going to go in the trash. I've got something in my eye. Woo. And so gooseberries, look at that. Gooseberries. Now all I do is just take it. I don't necessarily need to take it out of the paper, but I just grab the whole thing and let it compost down in the garden if I were to if I were to sow these gooseberries. I don't even need to write on here gooseberries, but I will, because sometimes I forget the name. It's a gooseberry that I bought online. I don't know the name of it. There are different names, but there are some that's supposed to taste like pineapple. To me, this doesn't taste good at all. I don't like the way it tastes. That's why I don't eat it. So that's why I choose not to grow it, because I don't like how it tastes. All right, so the next things I have are the beans. You don't need to sit here and watch me shell these beans, but I will be shelling these beans. This video is probably long enough, but I've got 3 bags left to do, and then y'all, I'm really done with all of the seeds. I have no more seeds in here besides flowers. I've got 3 flowers over there, actually 4. I have a white zinnia, which I will leave in the bag because I'll be sowing those zinnia seeds in the front. I've already sown some zinnia seeds already, but I'll be sowing zinnia seeds in the back, the white and the magenta. I also have the Mexican sunflowers over there, as well as the devil's trumpet. So all those flower seeds are right there. I don't really need to do much with those because they will be sown again. I'll be taking those magenta zinnia seeds and sowing some in the cut flower garden And again, the white zinnias will be going in the front flower beds as well as the back white flower garden. And so outside of that, y'all, I have actually finished with I'm finished with all of my seeds as far as everything I've harvested. So I can actually put them away. And I'm excited about it. So now I don't have a ton of paper bags everywhere. Just those last four over here, the two zinnias, the white trumpet, and the Mexican sunflower, 4 bags of flower seeds, and that's it. That's over here. Everything else is ready for me to start harvesting for the coming season, this fall, winter, as well as 2026. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish shelling these beans and get them in these containers. And that's it for me, y'all. I hope you learned something. I hope you like this video. I'm not sure how long it is. I tried to make it not extremely long, but you never know with me. But if you are looking at your house, where you live, be it house, apartment, or wherever it is, your dwelling, if you're looking at your spaces and you're telling yourself, I've got a lot of stuff, what do I do with this? Look through it. Decide what you want to do. Do you want to keep it? Do you want to donate it? Do you want to throw it away? Do you want to gift it, re-gift it? What do you want to do with it? To try to minimize some of the stuff that drives us crazy. I have it in my own life. I hear it from other people how all their stuff just makes them feel overwhelmed. And so if we can minimize some of the things that we don't actually need to keep or get rid of it altogether, it might be beneficial to you like it's beneficial to me. So thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate you watching each and every time you do. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you like my content. Maybe not this video, but my content as a whole. I have, I don't know, over 700 videos, I think, between 6 and 700. I have a lot of content. I've been making content for a long time. So let YouTube know that you like the things that I put out. Hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the channel. Share this video if you know someone who needs to do the exact same thing I'm doing so that they can get jump started on their cleanup as well. So until the next time when I'm in the garden, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.